Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So you can see here, I got away teams on the screen. Yes, there was a refresh to the away teams. It's long overdue, yes. Do I necessarily like the way they did it? No, not really. It does kind of feel like they took a free-to-play mechanic and put a lot of pay-to-play on it, because that's right now I only got one slot. You know how you get more slots? You give them more money. Kind of lame. Especially because, again, it was a free-to-play mechanic and it has been needing a refresh or an update for at least 2 years, maybe even 3 years. We can finally get it, and you either barely engage with it or pay for it, which is awesome. It's always good. Let's take a look at the one I've got going on now. One thing I really want to call your attention to with this video is going to be officer stats and some of the research. Now, you can see the officers I got here. These are some big time officer stat guys. Mavry, 6 of 11. Mudd to a certain extent, kinda. He is there more for the mastermind. Try to get some critical hit here. Not that I care that much. I mean, And you see I only have a 1.07 multiplier. Yeah, these, at least for me anyway, the requirement for the officer stat has gone way up. Power creep. Yeah. But it's doable. There are things in the game that will allow you to get more officer stats. Lorca has free-to-play sourcing, and his officer stat increaser is a big amount, and it's early in his tree, so therefore it's cheaper. Yeah, I'm sure you kind of want something that's a little more sexier, like the activatable damage, or isolated damage increase, or defense increase, or something. But yeah, officer stat may be something you want to go with. And there are other buildings at the department, the Don't Trust Anybody building, the command center. Yeah, it's an old change. You can look at the difference between, well, let me just show you. The increases from the command center and the increases from Don't Trust Anybody. It's what I mean by power creep multiplier. You see here, a level 55 building, you're only getting 150%, and it's going up by 5% every level. Come over here, Don't Trust Anybody here, 52. Officer stat increase, 1,440%, going up by 60% a level now. Power creep multiplier. Now, why some of the older things, like say Kirk, he's got officer ability, fleet commander ability here, 150% there for, what was that, defense or attack? That was defense, and then his got, oh man, there's officer health right here. And then all the way at the bottom you have a choice. And you can pick between health, attack, and defense, and it'll max out at 300. I'll show you power creep multiplier. Here's Lorca's, and you can see, yeah, at level 15 you got 1,000%. Yeah, that's a thing. So I guess that's one reason why they felt. Oh, and of course almost forgot one, the mess hall. But again, you can see a small percentage increase each level. And I guess that's one reason why they felt that they could increase the threshold and be like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be that way. Yeah. You can't just do away team missions. You send your officers away for, especially for us G6 players, 4 or 5 days, and you may not complete it. Oh, cool. I do kind of remember that from when away teams came out originally, and I remember not liking it. If I'm going to send those officers away, they better do the thing. And just not do it. We had trouble completing the away team. What am I sending you over there for? Oh, that was a refresh thing. And watching day baseball, man, this team is terrible. One thing I do like, though, is this new, or did I just completely forget about it? You want to do some of these researches, so you can click a research button right there, and you come in, and they have, they front-loaded everything now, or it's more, since there are 3 rows, they put all the old shit, most of the old shit, on the bottom, and all the new shit is in the top 2 rows. Very weird. Of course, the way this research tree looked before, it was wonky as shit. And let me show you, these 3 right here. Increased base stat. Defense of all the officers, 45%. That's what a good research was back in the day. Health, 35%. Attack, 45%. Yeah, for some reason they thought you needed less health. Why you got 45 attack and defense and only 35 health? I don't know. Did have a little more here. Increase the base attack, defense, and health of all officers by 35%. I'm not sure why you need to do that over that many researches, but whatever. And that was it. Come to now. See these 3 right here within the first 5 columns. Columns up and down, rows left and right. Priority 1, tactical aggression. Increase base attack stat of all officers. You see them at level 4. I'm at 300%. Yeah, at level 10, here's 1200%. So, yeah. You are going to want to do some of these researches early, especially the tactical aggression for the attack, hypospray technology for health, and defense is called rerouting to the shields. And oddly enough, they're all 1200%. It's not like you get more for attack and defense and less for health. Because, yeah, obviously, why would you get less health? Stupid. Whatever. Dumbass people making this dumbass shit. There is one other research that I think is going to be very key here. And I'm trying to think, because I don't want these videos to get ridiculously long, but may have to spread this out between other videos and talk about some of the other researches, because there's some nice ones here. But to get started in this loop, you've got to get to a point where you can complete these assignments regularly. If you're at 85, 90%, you're going to have times where you're going to send these officers away for 4 days, and they're going to come back and give you nothing. You can't have that. Because you'll never do any of the researches. Because you won't get the currency, which seems to be a catch-22 here. Right? To do the researches, you need increased stats, and you need something from here, preferably. You think, oh, look, here, we gave you the officer stat increase, but yet you have to do the assignments to get the currency for these researches, but you kind of need these researches to do the assignments. Huh. Guess you got to get Lorca first, huh? Yeah. Dickbags. But anyway, you can see it costs these Pioneer Crests. Yes. New currency. Of course, you couldn't just stick with the old currency. Because that's awesome. One more research. It's tough to say where you want to go first. Do you want to go with these? I mean, I guess first you got to go with the one that's going to give you the slot, which is assignment unlock. Do you want to go with the officer stats, or do you want to go with pure Pioneer chests? Increased cost efficiency on Pioneer chests in the away team research tree. Now, as you can see, I'm level 2, and I only get a 2% cost efficiency. Wow. And at level 5 you get 5%. So what do you do? Well, I don't know. I went with this first. I'm not sure. It's tough to say whether it's a good decision or not. But I don't think you can really go beyond 2 here. Because you can see it's 9,800. Before then, it wasn't that much. It maybe have been 5,000 in total. Now it's up here to 9,800. I don't think you can go anymore with this efficiency. Not that you're getting anything for it, really. And to a certain extent, some of you out there are probably thinking, 5%, that's it, and that's at max? Why do this first anyway? I'm not even sure you should be doing this first. I did, just want to try to figure it out. I think you got to go with the author stats first. You have to get to a point where you actually complete the assignments to get the stupid Pioneer Crest, and you even want the higher multipliers, which you're only going to get with higher stats than, let's say, the maximum threshold. So, got to go with the researchers first, the officer stat researchers. I know in certain loops, preach cost efficiency. Go get that cost efficiency shit, and you can get more stuff with some of your turn-ins. The problem is this shit costs so much, and you run the risk of not getting any unless you do some of these researches. You got to go with the researches first. I know there's not a whole lot to this video, but I'm going to wrap this up anyway. With the event that's up now. There is an event up now for doing away teams in general with extra points for the new shit. And also spending Pioneer Crests. And I'm saying while in certain cases we preach cost efficiency, I don't think you get that much here when you need some of these officer stat researches. So I'm saying go for tactical aggression, hyperspray technology, rerouting shields really early, if not first, before you do any of the cost efficiency, because the cost efficiency just isn't doing that much for you. At some point, yeah, we'll change that thought process once you get some of these officer stat ones to higher levels. See, we got to do these, especially if now, let's say, the event's going to give you a second reward for it. So comment below, how are you liking the new update to away team assignments? I don't think I really like it. Most of it is because I feel like I can't really engage with it. I got one new away team assignment, and it takes like 4 days to do. So I feel like the engagement for it is really low. Really, really low. And plus, even some of the start tokens to do some of these away teams are locked behind that shit-ass augment loop. So I don't really like it. But if you have been engaging with this, and if you've been engaging with the researches, which way do you think you should go first? Cost efficiency or officer stats? And what are some of the nice new away team assignments that you've seen that you think have a high potential to be very rewarding? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.